You ever notice how people talk about divorce like it's this magical restart button? Like the moment she signs those papers, the clouds part, the sun shines, and she finally becomes herself again. But nobody talks about what happens 6 months later, when the high wears off, when freedom starts to feel less like peace and more like punishment. Let's talk about her. She swore she was done with the arguments, the routines, the quiet dinners where no one spoke. She told everyone she just wanted to find herself again, and for a while it looked like she did. New haircut, new apartment, new confidence. Her social media turned into a highlight reel, brunches, selfies, sunsets. Every caption screamed, new beginnings. But here's the psychological trap nobody warned her about. When you blow up your old life, you don't just lose the bad parts. You lose your anchors. The small, invisible things that kept you sane. The morning coffee made for two. The way you used to text her home soon. Even the arguments. They gave structure to her emotional world. Now she wakes up every day in silence. And silence, for someone who spent years defining herself through others, isn't peace. It's a void. At first, she fills that void with noise. New friends, new hobbies, maybe a new man who makes her laugh and tells her she's special. For a few weeks, she believes it. But eventually, reality checks in because this new man doesn't know her. He knows her performance, the highlight version of her that she curates between bouts of loneliness. He's not there for her tears at 2 a.m. when the loneliness hits like a brick. He's there for the version that smiles through the pain. And deep down, she knows it. That's when the insomnia starts. Not because she misses you necessarily, but because her mind has no place to rest. Every night, her thoughts circle the same questions. Was I really unhappy or just bored? Did I want freedom or did I just want attention? See, human brains are wired for patterns, and marriage, love, is one big pattern. Remove it and your mind scrambles to rebuild structure. But random dates and empty validation can't replace emotional safety. So she doubles down. More dating apps, more gym selfies, more I'm fine smiles, except she's not fine. Her dopamine's crashing from the constant cycle of excitement and disappointment. And her nervous system, the one that got used to your consistency, now lives on alert, waiting for the next hit of validation. That's not freedom. That's addiction dressed as empowerment. Around the 9-month mark, something shifts. The world moves on, friends stop asking how she's doing, the attention fades, and suddenly she's left with the one person she never really wanted to meet, herself. She looks in the mirror one morning, makeup half done, and it hits her. She doesn't recognize the woman staring back. She's become the ghost of her own rebellion, someone who walked so far away from her old life that she doesn't know how to get back, even if she wanted to. She scrolls through her phone and lands on your name. She hesitates. Fingers hover, but she can't text you. Not yet. Because that would mean admitting the thing she's fought so hard to deny. That maybe she didn't leave you because you were the problem. Maybe she left because she was. See, there's a brutal truth that most people never confront. Freedom without direction feels exactly like being lost. And she's lost. Her new apartment doesn't feel like home. Her friends are busy. Her reflection looks older. And the world that once seemed full of options suddenly feels empty. The men she meets now don't want to know her soul. They want convenience, distraction, entertainment, and the few who actually do want more, she pushes them away because somewhere inside, she knows she's not the same woman she once was. She's softer in some places, harder in others, and terrified of trusting anyone again. And that's when the what ifs start. What if I had waited? What if we had tried harder? What if it wasn't love that died, but patient? That's the moment most women never talk about, the quiet reckoning. No tears, no dramatic breakdown, just a slow realization that the grass she thought was greener was just painted concrete. She'll never say it out loud, but you'll feel it. Maybe through a late night message, maybe through her sudden interest in how you're doing, or maybe through silence, the kind that speaks louder than any apology. And by then, ironically, you'll be different too. Not angry, not broken, just wild. wiser, because while she was chasing herself, you were rebuilding yourself. See, men heal in private, they rebuild silently. They rise slowly, piece by piece, until the pain that once crushed them becomes the fuel that defines them. And one day, she'll see that version of you, the man who grew, who learned, who became what she once wanted. And that realization will sting deeper than any breakup, because she'll understand too late that sometimes what you walk away from was never the problem. It was the foundation you weren't ready to build upon. So what happens to her after divorce? She gets her freedom, but freedom without peace isn't happiness. It's just loneliness with better lighting. And in the quiet hours, when no one's watching, no one's validating, no one's liking her post, she finally faces the truth. She didn't escape a prison, she left a home, and she's been trying to rebuild it ever since, inside her own mind.